What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Star Wars Black Series General Grievous. Alright, my zillions, we are finally doing General Grievous here, one of my most anticipated figures of the year. I've been wanting an articulated Grievous for quite a while, a really good articulated Grievous, and was hoping for a figure arts to come out at some point. And I think it might still be happening, or it's definitely going to be happening now. But I am glad to get this Black Series one, no doubt about it. I ordered it through GameStop, but it took a while for it to get to my actual GameStop. I think it would have been faster if I just ordered it home, but I figured I'd save on shipping. Oh well, it did get here in time for my Star Wars Celebration weekend. Not that I'm going to Star Wars Celebration, which is this weekend in Chicago, but I am celebrating Star Wars by reviewing a bunch of different Star Wars figures, starting with this one. So let's get into it. Grievous comes with this blaster, which is actually really nice. It's got a really awesome pearlescent metallic finish. Really cool, really glossy. I do dig it. It's very nice, and it's like really good sculpt too. How's he hold it? I don't know. Let's check it out together, because I've only been using the lightsabers on him, honestly. So let's find out. He doesn't have a trigger finger hand, but still, it works pretty well. So I am happy about that. Grievous, of course, comes with 4 lightsabers. Here's one of the blue ones. The handle is actually really nice. Nice silver with a little red trigger there. Button, whatevs. And some gold around there. All of these, you can take out the blade part. Here's another one that's green, which is for this one here. If you want to focus for me. There you go. Looks pretty good too. All of these are very nicely done. Here is another. This one has black and red with the blue saber, light saber, and this one's just black with red. So very nice. You saw him holding it before. Some hold better than others here in his hands, but if you find the right slot for him, it works out. In his cape here, which we'll look at also in a second, he does have little slots that you could store these in, which is cool. I dig that idea. That's very nice. So that's pretty awesome. Grievous's cape, besides the pockets, it's pretty cool. It's not perfect, but it's pretty cool. The red is nice. The gray is nice. There's no symbol on the back, so that's a little bit of a detriment. They could have tampoed that on, real easy. Not tampo, but, whatever it is they use for silk screening. That shouldn't have been too much. I don't like that it's open on the bottom. I mean, you can stick Grievous in there if you want. If he's hiding out, shh, don't tell anybody. That's where he is. But yeah, it's there. It goes just over his head. It is stitched up here, so it just goes over his head. It would have been good if you were able to really get the collar all down. His collar, over it. The best you can do is just kind of, you can stick it underneath the back of the collar for a little bit of a better deal there. But the front here, it doesn't allow you to do that. It is glued in there. So yeah, this is about as best you can do, like that. That's fine. It works. I think it's nice. I don't think I'm gonna, I've looked into getting a custom one, and it is a little pricey. It's almost as much as the figures, so I don't know if it's worth it to do that. Taking a look at Grievous himself, he looks pretty good. I really do dig it. The head sculpt is very nice. I really like the eyes. there is some digital printing in there, so that's pretty cool. You can see with the glossy paint, which is nice touch there. There is some like weathering on his armor, which is very good. I do like the black lines. His ears, his mouth all look good. There's silver on that. Very nice sculpt. Let me block out some light there. But it looks good. The ears are painted well. So very nice sculpt. I like all the wires inside. Nice gunmetal color for his inner frame here. I really do dig that. I do like where they put some silver over things. That is always a nice touch. Not really much on the arms in terms of that, but the silver is good. Again, gunmetal is nicely done. Very nicely done there. You know, it is paint. I'm looking now. There is like a paint in there that there is, and also over here that there isn't here. So there's definitely a couple of shades there, as you see it here in his you know, bottom piece, like ribs piece here. You know, and you get the silver on that, which is good. You got some nice weathering on the bone colored pieces, which is good looking. I like the sculpt throughout. I think it looks very nice. On the back, that's the sculpt there. You got like some little like pock marks and stuff on there, which is cool. I do dig it. This rib part back here looks good. The legs look very nice. I dig them. Super cool. I like the scuffing on the knees. That's very cool. On the legs here, really well done with the little silver bits on the bottom. You know, there's just enough of like, you know, this weathering and the silver weathering that really makes it well done. And of course, the arms do come together and stuff. That's cool. So you can see up here, has a little tab. You tab that together, and down here, these arms tab together. So you could get both the forearm look, and you can tab the hands together like that, as well as the two arm look. Of course, you lose some articulation there, but we'll take a look at that in a second. Let's just get this all together so you can see it, what it looks like, because that's part of the looks as well in the looks department. Let's tighten that, put that. Oop, that came all apart. There you go. If I could get it all in at the same time, it would be nice. Well, we'll clean that up after, but it does look pretty good, like so. And the feet look nice. Did I mention the feet? I like the little crow feet. Very nicely done. And that looks cool. I do dig how that all comes together. It's a pretty good looking Grievous, and especially with his cloak here, I think it's really nice looking. Articulation on Grievous. Head is on a ball joint, get a good range of motion there. There is another joint at the base of the neck. So really good range of motion for this robot here. You got a joint right in there. Per usual for Black Series. You can't go forward too much. You can go a little bit back. So you're not getting a ton, but you got some good side to side actually. So that's not bad. The arms here, you got the hinges of the two arms. I'll show you first this way. You really, you can move it up and down, but then at the elbow, you're not really getting any sort of bend on it, and you don't get anything in the hands at all. But when you split it apart, again, then you have two separate arms here that do have individual hinges. They could go up and down, and you got the individual one here. You do get like a forearm swivel, which is very cool, and a bicep swivel up there. So you really can't move all that stuff when they're together, but you do have an awesome range of motion. Again, you don't get anything in the hand, but you get like a bunch of different things there. So that is pretty awesome. As far as splits for the legs, you're not getting them to do any splits. Can kick straight up, which is awesome. And he goes about that much back, which is nice. He does come outwards just a bit. So, because the ball is in there. So there you go. This part does not move in his crotch. So, double jointed knee works phenomenally. And then you got a hinge here, which is cool. And then you have some ankle rotation. No real rocker in there, but it does rotate, and it just gets caught up in his hand apparently. But that is articulation. I do think the arm movements are pretty good when the arms are split, which is great because that is my preferred way to display Grievous anyway. For your size comparisons, here is General Grievous with a Star Wars Black Series Battle Droid, Boba Fett, Celebration Veers, Proto Fett, one of the B-Spots, the other B-Spot, Dragon Star Cell, and the Disney Elite diecast Grievous, who could have been so good, but just wasn't. Now, while I have him here, maybe, this looks pretty big, but maybe, right? Maybe. The one thing I liked about the Disney Elite guy was he's thick. This is almost good. This is almost good, but it's a little bit big. Like, if you make it go back, it's heavier than him. Man, like, you could definitely finagle this to look cool for pics, and I might just do that. But it is definitely a little bit big. But yeah, that's a beautiful cape. With yeah, the symbols. Is this all scratched up back here, or just dirty? Looks scratched. Oh well. But yeah, this is what I was hoping for in a cape. I'd much rather have a plastic cape if it looks this good. I'd much rather, because that looks amazing. One final thing before final thoughts. One thing that bothers me about this figure, I wish there was a better way to do it, was when it splits, like, I hate that, like, his hand looks like that. It just makes it, like, with the thumb part on the bottom, it just makes it look wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was a better way to do that, but, you know, some wrist swivels would have helped, guys. Some wrist swivels would have helped. My final thoughts, I like this Grievous. He could be a tad thicker, and the little thing I was talking about with the hands are my really only gripes. The thicker, and the cape. I would have liked something better with the cape. It's not even sitting up good right now, but yeah, those things notwithstanding, I do like this guy. I am glad to have a Grievous that's scales pretty well, moves pretty well, stands really cool. You could get him some awesome poses. That helps. I'm still hoping for that Figure Arts one to come out. Hope we hear something. He was back in display recently, so that's good after being missing for a couple of years. You know, they teased him and then they didn't, so we shall see if they give it to us. I will definitely be in on a Figure Arts Grievous, because I just, out of the prequels, new characters, this was one of my favorites. So yeah, he's super awesome. I just really dig it. Alright guys, and that's my review. Hope you dug it yourself. Please check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Links are down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace out, peeps.